All right, I'm live. I'm just waiting for somebody. We're doing it again, boys. We're doing it again. We're talking to another familiar face. And it's not Catahat, or KJ McCoy, the two that I usually talk to on here. Let me see. Connor, I'm just waiting for him. Should I invite him, or is he going to invite me? I don't know. Let me try inviting him. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. All right. There he is.
No
What's up?
way!
What's up?
No way! Once again, what's up, Matt?
Nothing much. Having a good night tonight so far.
That's good. Same here, man. I've been just chilling. I'm not gonna be alive too late tonight.
Yeah, I heard you're going to, what's the name, to hang out with Katie.
Yeah, tomorrow. I mean, I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. to catch my flight. So, Camden, thank you so much for the GGs.
Actually, do you know who KJ McCoy is on here?
KJ McCoy.
Yeah.
The name sounds familiar.
He's a TikToker. He makes those helmets.
Yeah. Wow, what's up?
He's coming here to hang out with me.
No way.
Yeah.
That's sick as hell, man.
And then I'm going to Philly in April to hang out with them.
Really? That's sweet.
KJ McCoy. I'm hanging out with Cata Hut, too.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. How many TikTokers have I met up with? You know Evan? It's Evan Ka.
I think I follow him.
Yeah, I know. Me and him, we went to the Bulls game together. It was fun as hell.
Yeah. Me and KJ are going to an Islanders game together.
Hell yeah, my man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Oh, hey, but Broadsports is in here right now.
Who?
You don't know who Broadsports is? He's another.
Oh yeah. I do.
Yeah.
I just didn't recognize it right away. I couldn't hear you right away. Oh damn, boys, we down right now.
Really?
We down right now, boys. What's going on? Me and Matt. My dog, thank you so much for the heart, Duggar. That's my boy. Yeah, man. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I mean, you're more of a hockey guy than me. Camden, thank you so much for the rose. Did the Colin, thank you for the roses as well, man. Did the Hawks win tonight?
I don't know. Islanders won tonight, though.
Really?
They beat Boston.
Good shit. Let me check real quick. Did the Blackhawks win?
Yeah, and the Sixers won tonight.
No,
too.
we got fucking Snoop, thank you so much for the roses.
Yeah. And the Sixers won tonight, too.
Really?
They beat Milwaukee.
Camden, thank you so much for the tennis balls. Oh, my God, dude. The Bucks suck. The Bucks suck. How did they lose to them, man?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. That pisses me off so much. That pissed me off. My dog, thank you so much for the goggles. Camden, thank you for all the tennis balls, boys. Damn, this is getting close up in here, man. This is getting close up in here, boys. Frank, knock it off. Frank, stop it. Frank always being Frank, man. He's a wild guy. But yeah, man, I'm glad that everything's good with you. Yeah. It's always good to have you on here, man. Always good, man.
Yeah, we gotta talk more often.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah, I'll drop you my phone number, definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. I'll give you mine. That's cool with me, man. Yeah. Me and Blair collabing all the time now. Bears Country, thank you so much for the fire.
We gotta.
Yeah, dude. How's James been doing?
Oh, he's been doing great.
Yeah, James is my guy. What?
I'm going to go see him on Saturday, actually.
Oh, that's sweet.
Definitely,
That's sweet. Milk Dud, what's up, buddy? Join Carlos? Oh, yeah. We'll join Carlos in a little bit. Don't worry. Probably after this we will. Dude, that's good. I fucking love James, dude. Whenever you guys make videos together, that's like the funniest shit in the world.
Yeah. me, KJ, and James are definitely going to make plenty of content when he comes up.
Yeah, no. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Soldier Fields, I gave you your mod back. The
collab we never asked for, but we all knew we needed.
Who else would that be, man? That's Frank. What do you think of my candle, Matt?
That's cool. If I can get one with Elias Sorokin's face on it, I would. If I can get one with Elias Sorokin's face on it, I would definitely pay a lot of money for that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Dude, it's such a W. Shout out to Katie, man. Shout out to Katie for getting it.
What do you mean, Islanders? What happened? We won tonight. Someone
That's
in my
good shit.
Someone in my chat said, Islanders, what happened? And I said, what? We won tonight.
Yeah. Good shit, man. Hey, man, Bulls going into the All-Star break looking hot.
Yeah.
Looking
That's
hot.
right. Basketball's going into the All-Star break now. Hockey, the hockey already had the
I know,
All-Star
I'm mad as
break.
hell. No more NBA for like fucking
a
week. Well, I mean, All-Star weekend's going to be fun as hell. It's going to be so
I heard
fun.
they have the dunk contest.
Yeah. Levine's in the three-point contest. Come on, boys. Duggar with the panda. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go, boys. Doug with the roses, too. And the boys pull off the dub. GG's, baby.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I don't have that many followers. That's why.
Nah, you're good, man. Hey, this was a close one.
Yeah.
Yo, always good talking to you, Matt.
Yeah, same.
Always good talking to you, bro. Hey, I'm not going to be live for a few days, but once I come back next week, dude. Next week, if you're ever on, for sure.
Definitely.
Okay? Just let me know, okay?
All right.
Yeah. All right. Have a good rest of your night, Matt.
You too.
All right. Deuces, bro.
All right. That was nice, actually. It's not all the time that I get to talk to Burns. Like I said in last night's live. Like, it's not all the time I can talk. Like, you guys know me. I talk to Kata and KJ all the time. But, would you look at this?
And, bro, what a huge dub tonight.
Yeah, I watched it, actually, for a little bit. The Sixers game against Milwaukee.
Well, Matt, there is one thing that you do got to learn as a Sixers fan.
Yeah.
And that is this song right here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm new.
Yeah, you got to learn that.
Yeah, I got to learn that. Yeah. Someone asked me for another cooking video. Soon. I got to think of something to do.
What's up, Austin? What's up, man? I saw you in here.
Yeah.
Worst song. Be quiet, you salty-ass Knicks fan.
Yeah. For some reason, New York teams don't really have fight songs. Really?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Because we have Fly Eagles Fly, we have that song, we have the Orange and the Black. Bulls win the East if healthy, stop the cap.
But the only team I know that has a fight song in New York is the Mets. That's it. Meet the Mets.
I'm not even going to address what you just said, Ant. But I'm going to let it slide because I know the type of person that you are. Yeah, bro. I just find it funny how we lose by 48 points on Tuesday night at home to the Celtics. And
Tuesday night was horrible, bro. Like, the Sixers lose like by 48 to the Celtics. Islanders lose to the fucking Sabres.
And then the next night,
and then
the Celtics lose at home to the fucking Pistons. And then we go to Milwaukee and get a huge dub.
Yeah. And then the Islanders beat a playoff contender in the Bruins tonight.
Yeah, and then also, let's see, the Flyers, like, blew a lead, which I wasn't surprised against the Penguins. And then we just blew, supposedly, another lead tonight against the Caps.
Yeah.
And now we got the Hurricanes on Monday. Yay.
Islanders have the Habs on Sunday. That should be a win for the Islanders.
The next 4 games are pretty ugly for the
Islanders. Next 4 games, we have the Habs, Kraken, Kings, and Sharks. I think
the collab I didn't know I needed. What's up, Tommy? So we go the Hurricanes, the Blues, the Capitals, and then the Oilers.
Yeah, Islanders play the Habs.
Oh, and then the Wild. Yeah. After that,
Islanders play the Habs at home Sunday, and then they go out on the West Coast. Seattle, LA, San Jose, Anaheim.
I think we have like a 6-game homestand.
Yeah, and then I think hold on. I gotta actually look this up.
What NHL team do I like? I'm a Flyers fan, and it's hard.
Yeah, I'm an Islanders fan, and now I'm just starting to realize how hard it actually is now after the last 2 years. Islanders had it last year and the year before.
So we do not have another road game until March 10th.
Yeah, I think we don't come home until like 2 weeks from now, I think.
That's what she said. Why does our schedule have to be so hard to end the season?
I gotta look this up, actually.
I'll just read you the rest of Philly's schedule because it sucks.
You guys play
we have,
I think, right?
So we host Carolina, we host the Blues, we host the Capitals again. Then we host the Oilers, host the Wild, host the Blackhawks, host Vegas.
Yeah.
Then at the Florida Panthers, at the Hurricanes, host the Canadiens, host the Predators, at the Senators. Then you guys come to town March 20th.
Yeah.
At Detroit, at St. Louis, at Colorado, at Nashville, at Minnesota. And we just casually end the year. Let's see. It includes the Maple Leafs at the Rangers, hosting the Blue Jackets, at the Blue Jackets, hosting the Ducks, at the Capitals, hosting the Rangers, at the Sabres, hosting the Sabres, at the Maple Leafs, at the Canadiens, hosting the Penguins, at the Blackhawks, at the Jets, and then we finish up with the Sens.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Islanders, their next 8 are Montreal at home, Seattle, San Jose, LA, Anaheim, Colorado, Vancouver at home, and then St. Louis at home.
Yeah, which is funny because Anaheim follows me on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, no, it was very funny. So this happened back in August, right? I was down the shore, which means that I was in Jersey. They followed me for like 2 seconds, right? And then they unfollowed me.
Yeah.
Then I made a whole story time about it. And then they responded to one of the comments because someone was like, how come you did them that dirty? And they're like, what are you talking about? And the guy was like, is he BSing or not? And literally the Duck said, oh, no, he was 100% right. Yeah. And then they followed me back. And we've been following each other ever since.
I'd love to have a team follow me. Definitely.
Yeah.
Hopefully that day will come.
I mean, who knows? I could just desperately try to – I'm not going to do it. But it would be funny just to hit up the Ducks and be like, yo, you got Ducks Flyers tickets for me?
Yeah. I think they come to Long Island, I think.
Philly is in one of the hardest divisions in hockey. I agree,
yeah. Same with the Islanders.
Do you have one nice thing to say about the Pittsburgh Penguins? Hell no.
Exactly. Hell no. Actually, I don't really hate the Penguins that much. I more or less hate the Toronto Maple Leafs more.
The Maple Leafs just piss me off because they talk so
much
to do
bro.
Nothing.
I talk shit about the Maple Leafs in this one video. Literally, almost all their whole entire fan base came to freaking talk shit.
Oh, I know. Oh, congratulations. The last time you won a Stanley Cup, my mom wasn't even born yet.
My dad was 5 years old.
And I was in preschool when you guys won a playoff series last time. Do I hate the Penguins?
I was 2.
Gee. Why would I not hate the Penguins?
Last time the Leafs won a playoff series, I was 2.
Yeah, I was in preschool. I was 4. But yeah, I mean, I love this hat. I got it for Christmas. It's the Winter
yeah, it's
Classic.
cool. I had somewhere in this house. I have the Rangers version of that hat somewhere.
1975. Oh, I know. But for the Maple Leafs, it's
Yeah.
1960. It was 1967.
Yeah, and I know they keep saying like, "Oh, we need John Tavares." Like, no, the hell we don't.
Pittsburgh is the dominant city of Pennsylvania.
Nah, I
We all know
think,
that.
to be honest, I think Philly's better than Pittsburgh. I've
We
been
all
to
know
both
that.
cities, and I think Philly's way better.
Also, Philly was one of the first capitals of this country.
Yeah,
So we can just rub that in your face, too. And we also have an NBA team.
yeah,
Penguins had Super Mario, so that's one positive thing. Yeah, who cares? We both had Yager.
exactly. That Flyers fan said that it took 17 years for the Penguins to win in Philly.
Yeah. I mean, we lead the all-time series by like.
Yes, I looked that up. I was like, oh shit, the Flyers actually are better than the Penguins.
We have more all-time.
Yeah,
We have
More in
more
the
all-time
playoffs.
playoff series wins and more all-time wins by last time I checked, it was like 7.
Believe it or not, we actually in the playoffs we actually lead the Rangers.
Pens have more cups in the end. Yeah. No shit.
Yeah, like, nah. I like when Ranger fans try to talk shit about like the Islanders. Like, you've won one real cup in like 80 years.
Yeah, well, you guys literally won 4 straight.
We won 4 straight in the 80s, which is still the record in the NHL right
to
now.
this day has not been touched.
Which hasn't been touched, I think, in any sport ever since.
So we lead that series all time by 64 games.
Yeah.
The Penguins aren't even at 100 wins all time against us yet.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, they do. I'm thinking of regular season now.
Yeah.
All-time series. Actually, no. All-time series, we lead by 65.
Yeah. Also, about the Rangers, not only that, but they had a freaking 3-1 lead in that Stanley Cup final and almost blew it against Vancouver.
Yeah. The all-time series between the Flyers and the Penguins in favor of the Flyers, 133, 118, 31, and 12.
Yeah. I think even what's the name's better than the Penguins, too. Capitals.
Any Stanley Cup before 2002 doesn't mean shit. League was so trash before then. Tell Devils fans that because they will fight you on that.
Yeah, exactly. Same with Islander fans. I mean, yeah, we had it easy. We had to play the freaking North
Devils
Stars
were
in the
team of the 90s, man.
Yeah. I mean, the Islanders did have it easy, though, in the 80s. So they had to play Minnesota and Vancouver in the final. But hey, they did beat Gretzky in the final. We're one of the few teams. We're the only team that have beaten Wayne Gretzky in the Stanley Cup final. Well, us and the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, because I was like, didn't he lose in the final with the Kings?
Yeah. Well,
but it's also
we're the only team that have beaten the 80s Oilers in the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, and it's funny because the Flyers are one of only 10 teams to beat the Canadiens in the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Like a lot of this like realigning stuff has been weird. Like Detroit for the longest time was in the Western Conference.
Yeah,
and then like 2015 they moved to the East, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. So same with the Islanders. Like, I mean, no, the Islanders have always been in the same division with like the Flyers and the Rangers and everybody. Yeah.
But like the game has evolved so much, Gretzky wouldn't stand a chance in an NHL game today. I'm gonna let you answer
probably.
That.
I don't know.
We're so.
I mean, he did play until like 1999.
Yeah.
Gretzky.
Flyers are in very trouble, in my opinion. Yeah. No shit. Because let's see.
Who's better, Islanders or Flyers? I think you can already guess that one.
The Islanders. But Claudia G might get traded at the deadline, and that's going to break my heart. And then we should have never fired forever. That's just my personal opinion. We should have never fired Elaine.
Yeah. Said Right now, the Islanders should still have. I guarantee if Al Arbor never passed away, he'd still be the Islanders coach.
Probably.
Yeah.
I would tell
If
everyone.
they never got rid of him.
Fan, I think I would too.
I remember, like between 1995 and 2017, we literally had the worst stretch of head coaches.
But I also do find it funny though when Penguins fans talk, because yes, they have more cups than us.
Yeah.
But we were never so financially bankrupt that we were
Exactly.
thinking relocating the team.
Yeah. The Penguins nearly relocated twice.
Yeah, they almost relocated to Vegas before Sidney Crosby ever showed up.
Yeah. I mean, Islander fans can't talk either. There was rumors of us relocating to Hartford a couple of years ago.
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. But
hey,
then
now
with the new arena, there's no. But hey, now with the new arena, there's no chance of that happening now.
I remember the Islanders a couple of years ago. They had this like weird system where it's like they played a little bit in Nassau and then they also played.
Oh yeah. We played like half our season in Nassau, half our season in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and I remember all the series was in Brooklyn. I'm like, aren't they called the Islanders because they're in Long Island?
I know. That was the worst thing I think that they could have done. Forget the fishermen.
Why the hell are they in Brooklyn?
Yeah. Yeah, look, we're gonna be called the Islanders and play in Brooklyn. Which is weird.
But I mean, there's only a matter of time before we see some more hockey cities. I could see Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City. Hopefully NHL goes to Houston.
I could see back to Quebec.
Yeah, back to Hartford too.
Yeah. Just like there's talks of maybe expanding the NFL, and really, I only see like bringing back St. Louis, bringing back San Diego.
Yeah. Bringing back Oakland, maybe? Or not?
Yeah. Really, the only like quote unquote expansion franchise I see would be San Antonio.
San Antonio, or maybe Toronto. Who knows? In the NFL.
Well, the problem is they have a bill right now because they have a CFL team already there, the Toronto Argonauts.
Yeah, that's right.
So they have a bill where they can't have an NFL team and a CFL team in the same city, and where every single NHL team plays, there's a CFL team.
Yeah,
because the Argonauts are in Toronto, the Lions are in Vancouver, the Alouettes are in Montreal, the Blue Bombers are in Winnipeg.
Yeah, the Stampeders, I think, are Calgary.
Stampeders are in Calgary. The Elks, formerly known as Eskimos.
The Eskimos. They had to change that.
Yeah, they're in
on some Washington Redskins type shit.
The Red Blacks are in Ottawa.
Yeah, I knew that.
I think the only two places that they went that don't, or the only one that I think doesn't have an NHL team that there's a CFL team is Hamilton.
And I think what's his name too? There's another one, Saskatchewan.
Yeah, in Saskatchewan. NFL back to Pontiac. Oh yeah, because I forgot.
Right.
They played in Pontiac before they played in Detroit.
That's right. The dome in
the Silver Dome, Pontiac, not Detroit.
That stadium was there for like the longest time.
Yeah, it's kind of funny though when you look at teams that are like associated with the major city and then they don't play in the major city.
Yeah, like the what's the name? The
Jets and the Giants.
The Giants and the Jets. Yeah,
they play in another lately.
Yeah, they both play in. They're called the New York Giants in New York, and they play in New Jersey.
Yeah, the
Red Bulls too.
Yeah, the Cardinals. They are technically part of the Phoenix market, Glendale. The 49ers,
the Atlanta Braves too.
Oh yeah, I forgot they don't play.
Cumberland, Georgia, that they play in.
Yeah, 49ers.
Holy shit, really?
The Bills.
Everyone's telling me that Burns is Live got raided.
Got raided?
Yeah. So I heard. I still gotta drop Burns my number so that we can text each other.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do a live with Burns one time, especially now he knows who I am.
Yeah. I gotta get KJ
today. Pontiac Superdome or Lambeau? Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
What NFL stadium would stay? Would you stay?
Are you sweating? You watching Cops? No. Like I'm just, I don't know why everyone says that about me. Like
They say it about all bigger
yeah,
people.
exactly, bro. Like everybody
It's
talks shit about us TikTokers.
also just the heavier set ones.
Yeah. Like me, I'm only like 200 pounds only.
Yeah, I'm like
which is normal for a person my age.
Yeah. Sidney Crosby versus Claude Giroux. I mean, all time we're talking Sid, and probably Sid is
I'd say Crosby, though, to be honest.
I am biased to my guy Giroux. Yeah. Probably Lambeau because of Title 10.
I'm the same way. If I would be biased too if someone said Crosby or Barzell. Definitely.
I mean, I've also met Claude Giroux so many times, and he's a really nice guy. So it's gonna be a shame when we get rid of him.
I've met a few Islanders in my day too. Most of them don't even play for us anymore.
Say one nice thing about Sidney Crosby. You won't catch me alive doing that.
Exactly.
Just like I won't say anything nice about that commie Evgeny Malkin either.
Yeah.
I'll say something nice about Chris Letang.
Yeah, I'd say something nice about what's his name.
He got back after his camp, but Sid, I'm not saying anything nice about that crap.
I'm an Islanders fan. The only Ranger I really, really like is like Artemi Panarin. That's it.
I liked Kreider coming out of BC.
Yeah, he's doing really well right now, Chris Kreider. Same with Adam Fox right now too.
I'm gonna be sad when Claude.
A few years down the road, like especially if the Islanders get younger, the Islanders Ranger rivalry is gonna go to another level.
Oh yeah, I mean, much as I hate saying it because I don't pay as much attention to hockey as you do, I Rangers as a contender this year.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this year they barely get out of the first round, maybe. If they have to play like Carolina or somebody. Or
Crosby's the greatest of all time.
They have to play like Carolina.
This is where I hate people.
Yeah.
Sidney Crosby, nowhere near the best hockey player of all time.
Yeah. I mean, you still got Gretzky.
If anyone had a brain, they would know the top two of all time are the kid Gretzky and Mr. Hockey himself, Gordie Howe.
Yeah. And you gotta throw some of those 80s Islanders up there too, and that.
Yeah, and then also
Bossy, Nystrom.
And then you also got to throw Rocket in there. You got to throw Bobby Orr in there.
Yeah.
They'd both get hit by Sidney Crosby today.
Yeah.
Okay, and
throw what's his name up there? Super Mario too.
Yeah. But I mean, who cares about today's hockey when Gretzky holds 61 NHL records?
Yeah. Gretzky right now, what's his name's going for that all-time scoring record right now? Ovechkin.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope he does it. I honestly hope Ovechkin does it.
I love Ovi.
Yeah. I love that he's always whenever he scores a goal.
Yeah.
When Ovechkin scores a goal, he's always in the same part of the ice.
Exactly. And also
always right in that corner.
So I don't mind seeing the Capitals do good. Like I was happy for them.
That was the same. I was happy for them when they won their first cup.
Well, mainly because I thought Vegas was extremely rated as well.
And the funny part about that, their coach said, "Nah, fuck you," and came to us right after that final.
No, the best was all before Vegas even touched the ice.
Yeah.
The memes coming off of just their sweaters were hysterical. Did you ever see any of them?
Wait, who?
The Vegas Golden Knights. So their home sweater, there's a meme there's a meme going around that there was a problem with the Vegas Golden Knight uniforms. At least the home sweater, like that, like kind of tannish silver.
Yeah.
Where it kind of looked like Nazi officer uniforms.
Really?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find that meme.
Yeah. I have
But
that. I have one of the.
I
I
would
have the home jersey.
send you it over Instagram because I'm getting fucking hate speech report shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I have a Vegas jersey. Where is it? Here it is. I have one of their home jerseys. I like it. Although I do think though that the Seattle Kraken have better uniforms. So
I did find it.
yeah, all right,
So
send it to me on Instagram, I guess.
the league is so different right now. That's why Crosby is the best at. What other NHL team do I hate? The New York Rangers.
Exactly. That's where we agree.
God,
Islander fans and Flyers fans.
Talking.
Exactly, bro. And the
Yet
worst
you,
part about it is, unlike you guys, I actually live in New York, so I have to hear them on a daily basis.
yet they had one of the best goalies of all time in Henrik Lundqvist, and you took
Yeah.
him to one Stanley Cup final.
Yeah. And the worst part about it is, I have two of those fans in my family, in my household right now.
Yikes.
My mom, and my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
I still wonder how I ended up becoming an Islanders fan over the Rangers.
Yeah, but it is funny sometimes, like when you look at like your family and like what different.
When tonight when I forgot who it was. I don't know. It was Ryan Strome. Missed the he got the Thomas Greiss of the Red Wings like out of his net during the shootout, and he still missed the open net. I was literally rolling on the floor laughing at that.
Look, Braden Holtby, one of the top goalies, and he's been to one cup.
Yeah.
There's a huge
Holtby,
difference.
yeah.
Braden Holtby and Henrik Lundqvist.
Yeah. I said same with what's his name?
Down as one of the greatest goalies of all time behind Martin Brodeur.
Same with Pecorine too.
And Pecorine.
The Predators only got him to one cup.
Wasted him.
Yeah. It's hopeful. I'm just hoping we don't do that to Sorokin.
Yeah.
So,
Who do you think is
he's
the best
too good of a goalie to not get to a cup.
I don't watch college hockey, so I couldn't tell you. I mean, I watched the Frozen Four because the Frozen Four is fun. But not watch regular season college.
Really, the only college sport I watch is football. That's it. Because I love college football.
Because my aunt works at Ohio State, and I hate Ohio State.
The weird part is I'm actually I like Ohio State.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the top 20 for college hockey is Minnesota State.
Number one's probably like Minnesota.
It's Minnesota State.
Minnesota State.
Then Michigan, Denver, Quinnipiac, Minnesota, Western Michigan, Minnesota Duluth, St. Cloud State, North Dakota, UMass, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Northeastern, Michigan Tech, Clarkson, UMass Lowell, BU, Cornell, Providence, and UConn.
Yeah.
I think I remember Providence won the Frozen Four a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like Ohio State?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not a Michigan fan either. So don't.
You like Penn State, I think, right? Yeah.
Penn State football fan. God,
yeah. I like Ohio State because New York doesn't really have anything. Like, down here we don't have anything. I mean, if I lived upstate, I'd definitely like Syracuse. Probably, though.
Do you think G is the top 5 flyer? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do. It's probably him, Lindros, Clark. Didn't Penn State for a few years ago? Let me check. I don't think they did.
Oh, hey, fake James Caps is here in my chat. You know, he's that guy that does he's a huge Met fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. UMass won it last year. Minnesota Duluth, Denver, North Dakota Providence Union. I remember the Yale one. I watched that one.
Matthews or title? Everyone's asking me. I'm going Matthews. As much as I hate the Leafs, I really like Austin Matthews.
So do I. Matthews a lot. Yeah. It's just he's stuck in that franchise.
I have an Austin Matthews Leafs jersey that I don't really wear anymore.
And it's funny because I hear that the the Air Canada Center is like a really nice arena.
Yeah.
It just sucks that
Tickets are expensive as shit.
After disappointment.
Yeah.
How much do you want to bet that because me and you hate the Leafs so much, if they win their first round series, they're gonna make videos targeting us saying, "Oh, what you say about us now?"
Exactly. Yeah.
Leafs
Exactly.
to the cup. Leafs to the cup. And then
Especially me because I talk so much shit about them.
and they get bounced in the second round, and me and you will just sit there and laugh.
Yeah. Freaking Luke is cracking. Is asking me Grubauer or Drieger right now. I'm gonna say Grubauer. So, P.S. Luke. P.S. Luke. Tell the Kraken to trade us back Jordan Eberle.
I forgot that they took Eberle.
I miss him, bro. He was our main source of scoring.
Is there anything eventful in college basketball tonight? Let's see.
Okay.
Canucks and the Sharks. Oh, it's funny. The first jersey I ever got. So, I mean, they're up there in my top 5 favorite teams. But
yeah,
the team I really liked a lot besides the Flyers growing up was the Sharks.
Nice. Yeah, I have a Sharks jersey too.
Because here, I'll show it to you.
Yeah, my first sports jersey in general was a Mets Carlos Delgado jersey. Definitely.
And of course, I had to get the alternate with the full shark.
Oh yeah, that one. That's nice. I have the teal one.
Yeah, I wanted to get the.
Hold on, I think it's in here actually. Here it is. Here it is. I found my first jersey like a couple of months ago when I was cleaning my room.
Yeah, and then I have. That's the old Reebok stitch, and then I have an orange and a white Claudie G Flyers jersey.
Yeah, I have right now. I have all the current Islander jerseys that they wear: the white one, the blue one, and the third jersey. And I have the reverse retro from last year.
That's a sweet alternate jersey from San Jose. Yeah, I know, bro.
I found my first jersey. Sorry if it's a little blurry. I freaking dropped my phone today, and the freaking camera cracked. It's a freaking Carlos Delgado Mets jersey. This is my first jersey from like 2006, I think.
Phillies jersey as a kid.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like one of the first ever jerseys like I remember getting because my dad lived in DC like when I was growing up until he moved to Texas when I was like 15 was a like navy blue alternate Nationals jersey like with their
old
go on it.
I think I remember those.
Ryan Zimmerman jersey.
Yeah. I mean, same thing. I've had every Mets jersey. I've had like the well, not everyone, like everyone that from like the period in time like I've lived in. I've had the white one without. You remember the Mets when they had like the white jersey without the pinstripes on it?
Yeah, like
I had one of those as a kid. I had, of course, the black one as a kid too.
Yeah, one of my favorite jerseys from the Phillies is the cream jerseys, or as they're called, their Sunday alternates.
Oh yeah, I like those.
It's the ones that they wear with the blue caps.
Yeah, those I've seen like too.
Yeah, when I went, it was so much fun when I went to the Doc retirement game against the Mets. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was just funny. A former Met absolutely torched the Mets on the mound.
Yeah. Zach Wheeler. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Oh God, I love Wheels.
Yeah, I liked him. I liked him too when he was a Met.
So someone asked who leads in points. The Colorado Avalanche.
Oh, Avalanche. Yeah, I was about to say, is it the Lightning or the Avalanche?
And I feel bad for the Avs because they always do so good
and then they choke in the playoffs.
And then in the playoffs.
Yeah, kind of like the Leafs.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Eichel trade? I know it's late. Haven't paid attention to it, but I'm just glad he got the hell out of Buffalo.
Anyway, my favorite like Mets jerseys that they currently wear are the blue ones that say New York on the front.
Yeah, no, those ones are nice.
Yeah. I wish they'd wear those more often though. Like the Mets, more or less when the Mets play, they wear the normal like the white with the pinstripes or the blue, the gray one.
No, I think one thing that would be cool though, just to see it once, even though it probably wouldn't work, is to see a team like the Phils or the Mets or the Yankees do like gray jerseys with the pinstripes.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't work though. Yeah, you're right. Like,
It probably wouldn't work, but then also like when you think about it, if it does work, I mean, our
yeah.
home jersey pinstripes. Why wouldn't we wear pinstripes on the road?
Yeah, wait. There's one team that does that already. I forgot who it is.
I think it's the Padres.
The Padres. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think they have
Yeah,
the
also now, on Friday nights, the Mets are going to be wearing their black jerseys.
wow.
Yeah.
I like those black jerseys a lot.
Yeah.
I hate the Mets, but they're more tolerable to me than Yankees.
Same. Yeah. Same with
Like,
the Phillies. Yeah, I don't like the Phillies, but still, you guys. I think I like you guys. I hate you guys a little less
like,
than the Yankees.
because like when me and my friends went to Phil's Mets game, yeah, we were like talking shit, but like some of the Mets, they were kind of like good sports about it because we were kicking ass.
Like if I'm probably gonna go to a Phillies game over the summer when I come to Philly.
Yeah,
if they play the Mets.
I mean, shit. If there's a game like that, it should be like me, you, KJ, Kata.
Yeah, and KJ is actually coming if they start the season early enough. In May, yeah. He's coming to see the Phillies and Mets.
Who is the guy in the Colorado hat? And who is the guy in Colorado that is good? Nate McKinnon.
McKinnon, yeah. They have a lot of guys actually that are pretty good.
Young Canadian bastard. Oh, sorry.
They have a lot of guys that are pretty good. They have Landeskog, McKinnon, McCarr. Who else? I'm trying to think. Rantanen.
It's me, but like my interest for hockey has just gone so down, mainly because of the show Letterkenny.
Yeah. I haven't watched that yet. I gotta watch it.
Like my dad loves it. I don't think it's funny. I think Shoresy is like the only funny character, and that's about it.
Yeah, the two shows I've been really watching right now, binging right now, is Cobra Kai and The Sopranos. Right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Before the pet, I have not committed to a TV show since the pandemic started.
Yeah, I've binge watched a lot of shows,
but it's also because shows that I want to watch, but then like my friends talk about it so much, I'm like, well, I guess I watch it. Like Peaky Blinders and Squid Game and Ozark and all that other shit. Yeah, I'm like, I'll watch it. Never mind.
It might. Yeah, like my account, like what I do. My sister makes me watch some shows. Like she made me watch Squid Game. She's making me watch Cobra Kai now.
I like Cobra Kai.
Actually, fun fact. Actually, and not a lot of people know this, but my dad has a friend that's actually related to Ralph Macchio.
Really, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Like, it's just funny when you see so many things. Like,
yeah,
Derek Jones Jr. in the NBA went to my high school. My uncle went to high school with NFL MVP Rich Gannon.
That's sick.
I played against both Kyle Pitts and DeAndre Swift in high school.
Yeah, I heard like my dad's met a whole bunch of cool people.
Yeah,
he's met Ralph Macchio. He's met my dad met Daryl. No, me and my dad both met Daryl Strawberry.
Yeah, so I was like 6 years old, and like my stepmom used to work for the White House under the Bush administration, and like we went to like the Little League, Little John, like on the White House lawn, and I didn't know it was him at the time until my dad reminded me. I met Tony La Russa.
Nice.
Yeah, when I was like
cool. Yeah. Also, my father's met Terry Bradshaw before too.
That's really cool.
He's met Dan Marino too. Which fun fact, he was my dad's icon growing up.
Yeah. It was funny. Also, I was unaware of this, but in like 2015, I was on a flight from Dallas to Philly. I was on the same flight as Tyrese Gibson.
Nice.
And then when I went down to the Final Four, my junior year of high school, Jason Peters was on my flight to Dallas. And then one of the 6 ABC guys was on my flight home. So it was just very.
I met the in school they do like these career day things. I actually met the weatherman for News 12.
Yeah. So like I've met a couple of those guys. It was funny because of my high school, he came as a guest speaker, but I met Vince Papale.
That's cool. Yeah, I saw that movie. We watched it in a class in school once. We went in a class. I forgot what year it was though.
Yeah, he was a really cool guy. And then also like just me being a Villanova fan and living near the Villanova area, like I meet the Villanova guys. I don't know how many times consistently.
I'm surprised though, like because I work in Lindenhurst. Like I'm surprised, like, but sometimes I actually have to work in Westbury. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, and I'm surprised that I don't really see that many Islander players that often since Westbury's like right there.
Yeah.
Where the stadium is.
And then, like, I've met Jay Wright so many times because my neighbor used to be one of the assistant coaches. I've had multiple pictures taken with Jay Wright.
Yeah.
I was covering one of my coworkers' shifts over, like, just one Saturday because he just couldn't take it. And someone calls me about beer, and I'm like, okay. Like, I'm expecting it to be, like, nobody, right? And who walks into my store and is the man who called me on the phone? Jay Wright.
Really nice.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Like, actually, no fun fact. I went to a Rangers in Montreal game in 2015, like 2014, like right after the Rangers. Rangers were the defending East champions. Like, I went because like my dad wanted to go and he had no one to take, so he took me. And I saw Alain Vigneault like walking down the street.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, that guy looks familiar. And I realized like, because like I'm an Islanders fan, so I don't really notice. And I'm like, oh shit, that's the Rangers coach, Alain Vigneault. Like,
yeah,
I met him.
It was funny when Jason Peters was on my flight because it was like just after we won the Super Bowl, and he had that ACL injury. And now he was fully healed, but we didn't know who it was at first because it was just this tall black guy, and we're all like, "Who is that? Who is that?" And then we recognized Beard.
He's got to be a football player. That guy.
Yeah, it up, and we were like me and a bunch of other Eagles fans that were on that flight. We were like, "Holy shit, that's Jason Peters."
Yeah, actually, my dad. Like, this is years ago, by the way. Like, my dad was sitting next to Alexei Yashin.
Wow.
He was on the Islanders at the time on a plane. My dad didn't know it until like he had a coworker back then that was a huge Islanders fan. And he was like, you were sitting next to Yashin.
And you were like, what?
He was like, what? This was back in like 06 or 07, like when he was still on the Islanders.
It's just funny the amount of people that you meet, and you're like, wow, you did not expect to see him.
Like, you never know like who you're gonna meet one day. Like, you could be walking down the street and you can see like I'm hoping like one day I actually run into Tom Brady. Definitely.
If I ran into Tom Brady, I don't know if I would be like the hater.
Well, I mean, like,
I have to like put on a mask and be like, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Brady.
Yeah, you can't tell him like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm a Giants fan. Those two Super Bowls great, aren't they?
Thanks for saying that you finally caught a pass when you didn't.
Yeah, it's
Brandon,
right.
Your high school, that's really cool. Yo, bro, you met AI. That's sick.
Yeah, I know KJ McCoy. He's met like a bunch of different people.
Yeah, he met Tobias Harris at a Crumble.
Yeah,
Cookies.
yeah. Freaking Cat Hat was
like people in random places.
Yeah.
Like one old Villanova players. He played like 10 years ago, right? His name's Tony Chenault.
Yeah.
Like I was wearing like my Carroll gear because that was my high school, and he went to rival high school for basketball, Newman Goretti, who's like very good at basketball. And it was funny. I was just standing next to him at Five Guys, and he's like, "Yo, bro, like you a big Nova fan?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I'm Tony Chanel." I was like, "Yo, bro, that's sick." He's like, "You go to Carroll?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Bro, I went to Newman." I'm like, "No, I know." Oh, Toby's the co-owner of Crumbles? No way.
Yeah, like I know like the Islanders, what they used to do, like I think this was obviously somewhere in Nassau County, but they used to go to Toys R Us around like Christmas time.
Yeah.
Probably at some Toys R Us in Nassau County somewhere, maybe.
But I'm not surprised that Tobias Harris is a co-owner of Crumble Cookies because athletes just have a thing where they have to be involved in some sort of food or industry.
Yeah. Kind of like how Patrick Mahomes is in State Farm commercials.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like, for example, the two most popular tequilas, Terramana and Casamigos. Terramana is owned by Dwayne Johnson. Casamigos is owned by George Clooney. Aviation Gin is owned by Ryan Reynolds. Ciroc Vodka and Hennessy are owned by P. Diddy.
That's pretty cool.
So, it's hysterical. And then I'm pretty sure, well, I mean, now it's just sponsorships, but I think Kevin Garnett has a sponsorship with Crown Royal. Oh, you met Chase, bro. I would love to meet Chase Utley one day.
No. He's the one Philly I hate the most as a Met fan.
He was like he wasn't my favorite Philly growing up. It was Ryan Howard.
Actually, when he was on the Phillies, I didn't really hate him that much until he slid into what's his name in the as a Dodger. So
yeah,
I'm like, oh, fuck him,
bro. But also, Miguel Tejada was known for antics as well. He's famous.
It was Ruben Tejada, the guy that was on the Mets. Yeah.
Do I like? Yes, I do.
It was at the game, like it was game I think 3, of the NLCS that year where they freaking booed the shit out of Chase Utley.
I remember that.
Citi Field.
But yeah, I like Bryce Harper, and it's funny because as Philly fans, we converted him. He came into Philly as a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Told him, nah, that shit don't slide here. So then he made the smart decision and converted. Man.
Yeah.
But it's like
during that Mets
you would think like it's where it's like you don't really like it's like weird to support other cities' teams. Like say like I got drafted by like the Steelers or something. Like okay, yeah, like I'll pop over to a Pittsburgh Pirates game if they have me, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But you not catch me dead rooting for the Penguins.
Exactly, bro. Like if I had to play for the what's the name? If I had to play for the Flyers or somebody, you would not catch me dead wearing like a Phillies jersey at a Phillies game. I would be there in a Mets jersey, definitely.
Hockey again. Okay, I'm never watching hockey again.
Yeah.
And my teacher's friend is neighbors with Bryce Harper in Jersey. Wow.
Really? That sounds nice. My my dad knows somebody that they dealt with that was neighbors with Steven Metz in Stony Brook, I think he lived.
Yeah. It's just But I mean, we are getting into some exciting parts of college sports. I mean, conference tournaments start up in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's right. The March Madness starts up soon.
Yeah, I mean, Selection Sunday is holy shit. It's only 3 Sundays away.
What school that should not be there is going to be there this year?
March 13th. College baseball has just started up. College lacrosse has just started up.
There's still no Major League Baseball yet.
And the damn lockout.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, at least there'll be minor league baseball though.
Like, I don't understand how their latest meeting lasted only 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Just pay the players for fuck's sake.
Exactly, yeah.
And if anything, The topic that should be on the discussion is how minor league players are severely underpaid.
Yeah, it's true.
Because you have guys like, I mean, I love Bryce, but I kind of have to throw him under the bus here. Bryce, Giancarlo Stanton when he was with the Marlins, Mike Trout signing like
all these guys signing freaking massive contracts.
Like La Liga, Bundesliga, EPL, like huge like soccer contracts.
Yeah, that's right. Like, I mean,
but
yeah.
Like the maximum contract that a minor league baseball player can get is like $14,000 a year.
Yeah, same with Francisco Lindor.
No normal human can get $14,000 a year.
The same with Francisco Lindor, a huge contract that he signed.
I mean, shit, in New York City, that's what, maybe 3, maybe 4 months rent?
Yep, yeah. New York City, you get this little stupid apartment, like $500,000.
I mean, they say with minimum wage that people should make $40,000 a year. Yeah, I know minor league baseball doesn't bring in money, but still, no normal human being can live on $14,000 a year.
Yeah.
Especially when they've studied that minimum wage, you can make at least $40,000 a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm making right now, working for my dad.
Yeah. So I get where you're coming from with the ratings and all that. Just kind of like how the U.S. women's team isn't paid that much due to ratings, but you know what? No, I'm not going to say it because someone's going to take it the wrong way and call me a sexist for it. So I will, because I know how this app works. They're going to take it out of context and they're going to call me a sexist person.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna.
That's how it goes down nowadays. Like, you could say something that literally nobody would get offended by, and
but
so
they're playing a child sport,
by it.
no viewership. You realize every single sport on planet Earth can be called a child sport, right?
Yeah.
Like lacrosse, child sport. Football, child sport. I mean, Andrew Whitworth stated it in his Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Right.
That he got paid to do what he loves and play a little kid's sport as a grown-up.
That's right, man. That's right. Yeah.
Yes, I know, but minor leaguers do. What aren't you getting? Yes, I understand that, but still.
Yeah. I'm gonna go actually now. Probably gonna get ready for. Probably gonna take a shower and get ready for bed because I'm tired tonight. Like,
yeah,
I didn't go to bed till like 5 a.m. last night.
Yeah, that happened to me earlier this week.
I was playing Forza, right, and I lost track of time. I'm like, holy shit, it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so my Osgood Slaughters was acting up in my knee, so my knee was that I completely didn't blow out. So my knee was just stiff as hell, and it was annoying.
Yeah, I feel like I've been there. So my dad has some stuff going on with his knee. And I don't know if it's just because he's old or if his knee something's wrong with his knee.
And it's funny, I'm 21 years old, but I have the knees of a 40-year-old.
Yeah. So the same thing with my dad. He's only like 58, and my dad has the knees of like a 70-year-old man.
Yeah. But I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna get out of here.
Talk to you later, man.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later, bro.